Hello and welcome to It's Not Your Parents' Basement, the Denver metro area's only first-time homebuyer show. My name's Olivia and Christian.
I'm Christian Durland.
Thanks so much for being with us today. As you're probably wondering, why are we standing here in the lovely Cheeseman Park near downtown Denver? We're standing here today because we're going to talk to you about condos and townhomes. So why are we going to talk about condos and townhomes?
Well, condos and townhomes can be a popular first choice amongst first-time homebuyers because of the affordability.
Right.
And a lot of times young, single buyers don't want the maintenance of a house. So it can be a good choice for a city dweller, for somebody who just wants to own a piece of property but not have all the extras that come with maintaining a home, a single-family house.
Exactly. For example, if you were renting an apartment, making the move to a condo is not that big of a shift. We should say that when you own a condo, you don't actually own the four walls. You own the airspace that's inside of the four walls. And if you own a townhome, you actually own the piece of land that your unit is on. So with a townhome, if you actually wanted to have a backyard, little outdoor space, that's possible. With the condo, you're only looking at potentially having a patio or a deck for your outdoor space. So,
much like the one right behind us, that's a high-rise condo. And so as you can see, the owners in this particular property, own the unit, but there is no yard or anything like that. However, there are common areas,
right,
which we're going to get into, and the HOA covers that. That's the homeowners association. So from a real estate perspective, can you cover the HOA, and what is that in a place like this? What does that mean?
So that's a huge factor, right? The homeowners association, first off, what are they covering for you, and how much are you paying for this, and how much can you afford? So a typical HOA in Denver on the low end would be somewhere around 100 to 150. On the higher end, where it's including everything, you're looking at 400 plus. Some typical things that an HOA will include would be garbage, would be trash removal, sewer, potentially water, insurance for the building, electricity for common areas, things like that. If you're getting into the higher HOA, you may even have your heat included, you may have internet included, you may have cable included. So that's something to think about because that's going to be tacked onto your monthly payments.
Right. Other things that can come with living in a building like this would be a swimming pool,
right,
amenities like a workout area, facility, other common areas. You can hold parties. I mean, I've owned a unit in a condo building that had visitor suites. So
right,
when my parents came to visit, they could rent the room versus going to a hotel. So there's all kinds of cool amenities, especially in these city condos that you can have. So
exactly. And something else to note too is if the HOA has any restrictions.
Right.
I keep running into this with a buyer that I have. She has a small dog, and 3 out of the last units we've looked at, the building has been pet restricted. So you really want to make sure you find out all the rules and regs that the HOA has prior to looking at the unit.
And that's the trade-off from a single-family home. You don't have the maintenance or some of the other possible, downsides of owning a single-family home, but you're also going to have more restrictions with the condo in terms of rules and regulations. And when it comes to financing, that's another big play. So from the mortgage perspective, we have to, as the lender, approve the HOA, approve the condo project, and make sure that it meets all the minimum standards to obtain a mortgage loan.
So some of the things to think about just in summary, you want to look at the HOA, you want to look at what it covers. Some of the big benefits if you're just starting your search as a first-time buyer, one, you've got the size. If you're just a single person, you might not need more than a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Affordability, condos and townhomes typically are priced a little bit lower than single-family homes. And then also, if you're somebody that travels for work or you don't feel like doing yard work, you don't feel like shoveling the snow in the wintertime, to be inside of an HOA is a huge benefit because they're dealing with all of your maintenance for you.
A lot of times young single women like condos. They feel safer.
If there's a security desk, if you've got 24-hour security, especially living downtown as a single woman, that's huge.
Yeah, definitely.
That's huge. So what are we talking about next time?
We're going to get into conversations about down payments again. There seems to be a lot of myths and confusion around what actually is required for a down payment, whether it's on a condo or a single-family home.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you until next time. And always remember,
you'll never forget your first time.
Take care.